Hey, welcome back. So, we're going to try in earnest to make this playthrough work. And before I hit record, I wanted to create a map and feel like I established something and I have breathing room. And it's not a perfect situation, but I'm going to try to make it work. So, I created a grand archipelago map because, I was complaining there wasn't enough ocean. Well, I might as well pick archipelago because even with the last map we did, you were guaranteed shoreline. So I'm going to do that. And then I made the oceans more shallow, which hopefully made more land available. So here you can see as London, I started in this totally tundra area, and there's no food. Look at this. It's all one single food all the way around. So that's a problem. However, I do have the sea boats, and I could potentially build a lot of them. I don't know if I can get this far down or not, but I do have it's not showing it here, but there is a resource there. This one. So we're generating food through the fishing, and then because of our bonus, we're getting the +5 money or wealth from each one. So I'm getting 10 wealth from this, and I'm going to get 10 more wealth from that. So we're going to make a lot of money. Food is going to constantly be an issue, and then as you can see, we have free land all the way up to here. Now here's the problem. I was just getting ready to settle, and look at all of this bonus food up here. Let me get back to the map. Look at all that food. That's what we were looking for. Hey Jason, how long are you gonna be? Okay, so look at all this food up here. It's perfect. And then this jerk from Belgium, who started up here, he plopped a city right here, and has me blocked. So I am stuck on this tiny little island until he disappears. I can't get through. I had to have an open border relationship with him, so I can move through him. But like you can see, there's a civilization here. There's one here. There's one there. Um, so there's another one over here. See? So there's civilizations all across this. I was hoping to plop a spot here, and then take these farming regions, like expand this way as fast as possible, and then have like an umbrella right here. So then I would at least have two very strong cities. This one producing a lot of food, this one struggling, but um, I am now stuck behind him. So what I did was I took this region with the fish and the clams right away, because that's going to benefit me greatly. And then I might also take this sea region. Actually, by taking this, I can probably go around him like so. I didn't even think about that. So I'm going to try to nab some of these high food provinces by going through the water to get there. Down here, I'm not as concerned. I got the whole island available. There's plenty of wood. There's decent minerals. The issue is the food. I'm going to have to rely heavily on the sea to give me food, and the sea regions only have 2 food each. So it's going to be troublesome. And even here, that's the best one I can find, 2 food. So challenging start, but we'll see. At least I have breathing room. The other thing I'm working on, so right now I'm working on getting my reserves built, because as you can see, we got a lot of animals to deal with. I actually had a single spearman trying to remove these animals, and he got killed. We do have 3 of these going, and then you can shut off the. I don't want to hide borders. You could shut that off to make the map less cluttered, but I'm okay with it the way it is. So here you go. We're going to do a battalion wedge. That's looking for an archer, archer, spearman, We're going to deploy in London. And now we can get some religion going. And I probably need to rethink what I'm doing here. I have 2 fishing nets queued up. I'm going to go ahead and let it continue because I need a place to build that altar. Add that to the queue, and any of these really will help me build the altar. So where do I want to go? I already took a spot with a lot of... This one at least has wealth. You know what? I'm going to go this way because then there's a fish down here. So we'll take that one, and in one turn I can build an altar there. And yes, I'm mustering. Somehow I lost a scout. I don't know where. I had 2 of them going around, but now I'm down to 1. And he's like way up here. Expanding, or exploring. Alright, so we got our troops out. Let's get them some experience points. I never pay much attention to their experience points, but here you can see they're level 1. And we're going to go after this tiger. Alright, we got a claim here. And this is what I was talking about. I'm going to go gun hard into that region. So we're trying to block this guy off and steal as much of his stuff up here as we can. That's what we're trying to do. And it's working. And then the funny part is Belgium we have a good relationship with. That might deteriorate now that I'm next to him. That tends to happen. But right now we're getting some nice resources from him. In fact, some things disappeared. We're going to go ahead and grab a basket from him. And then the other guy that we're with is Argentina. I thought we were also with Mexico. I've been playing... Yes, we got one with Mexico too. So Mexico we have going. Let's go to Argentina. So we can get yet another one of these pots. I'm going to take a lot of them, folks, because we do need them. And if I can get them without having to make them myself, I will do so. And then I'm not able to build roads yet. I think I'm researching the wheel right now, so we should be good. Alright, so our hunters were injured, but they should be okay. They're getting injured hard. Look at this.
Great leader has heard word of an unparalleled swordsmith in your nation and is looking to obtain the knowledge of his way.
That will give me 100
They're
wealth.
willing to pay a hefty price to secure the secrets of your prodigy
I'm
and
okay
insist it's in your best.
with that. Alright, we cleared the predator, but look at how much injury we took. And see, we did get experience points from it, so we need 40 more. I should have paid attention to how much I needed from the start. They do heal faster if they're in your territory. So we're going to move back 1 space and then we'll heal.
You have entered a golden age.
We have entered a golden age. Oh, speaking of which, the standings. So here you can see we're always like giddy when we're near the people in the bottom. The only people in the bottom is Belgium, which is the one we're right next to. Although they're hovering near the cutoff. So we need them to stay down. Even though I have a trade relationship with them, I would like them to disappear. That's for sure. And then the Aztecs are up. And we're not at the top. Which I'm not surprised, because we, are struggling a bit with all the lack of food. But Eva Perón's above us, and then you can see Benito Juarez is number 1. He's actually 200 points ahead of us, which I'm okay with, because I got a trade agreement with him.
Scholars from a nearby tribe hurriedly seek audience with you to beg.
So I don't know where Chololan is, so let's zoom out. That's those guys. Sure, for 15 wealth, I can do that. And then, so here you can see these are the Aztecs. This is Brussels, really impeding us. This is Argentina. They're far enough away that I wouldn't care. Um, if these guys disappeared and these guys disappeared, there's plenty of space for me to build cities and, you know, and coexist with Argentina. I'm assuming Mexico is right in here. I don't know what is that symbol. It looks like it's almost like a Pan Am orange symbol. Let's look. Is there a way to easily see the symbols? Let's look at Mexico. Mexico's this little dragon looking thing. That's Mexico. I don't think that's what we're seeing here. See, because that's like an orange all around. My problem is now I got to click on each one. We already know the Aztec. Oh, let's look at the Abbasid. That's it. So the Abbasid's the one next to us. We want them to go away for sure. Sorry, my son contacted me. So yeah, so that's the Abbasid. So wherever Mexico is, we don't even see them on this map currently. And I know I'm building these sea zones, but I think I want to build another. Well, I definitely want to build an altar. I was thinking I want to build another scout. So we'll see about that. Alright, so now we got this going. So we're going to manage some roads. Let's build our road to there. And then the road to there. I don't know if I need to build a road up to his capital. Alright, we definitely want masonry.
Envoy arrives at your capital, sent to
So it's just minus 20 food.
Leader.
That's an easy price.
They believe that your fields
And
seem
5
to be
bonus
suffering
food from all
poor
farms.
soil management.
I have no farms though, folks. I said yes to it, but I have no farms. Looks like we just met Russia.
Of a new nation.
Trying to remember, like that can't be. Aztecs already have 2 cities. That would be a third. I would be really surprised if they have 3 cities out that quickly. This is definitely Abbasid. These 2. But it looks like they actually have a third Abbasid as well. Look at that, the orange border. Because the borders are usually the same color. I don't know.
Your advisors approach you in confusion. A local tribe has provided 2 stories of their...
Alright, so we're idle with this city. I definitely want to save these for docks, so we're going to build in this one the altar. And we also want another scout. And I'm going to rush the scout, and then we'll build the altar. Alright, so our troops are healed. And now we're going to go after that wolf. We're going to go after this goody hut.
An envoy arrives at your capital
We'll
representing...
keep a good relationship with them. We're right next to them. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. We can jump to Republic. Oh my gosh. I clicked yes way too fast. But this is what happened before. Republic is something you don't get until later. And I'll show you. So by saying yes to the Belgium event, we got Republic out of that. Here, I'll show you in a second. 10 happiness in all cities, or 25% build production towards government, culture, science improvements, which is I'm going to do 10 happiness in all cities and say confirm. All right, so let's go into our tech tree here. So in terms of like see right here, code of laws, that gives you monarchy. All right, and then back here we had, I don't even know if there was a government to be had back here. So monarchy is the only one I think we could get right now, and that has a city cap of 4. So now we go to the Iron Age, and it's hard to see these symbols, so I'm going to scroll through these slowly here. I don't even think there is one. So then we go to antiquities, right? Right here. Republic. See that philosophy? Republic is right there. You can't get Republic until you're in the antiquities era. We have it right now in the Bronze Age. And it's because that event that I went through real quick, I didn't even bother reading, and I said, hey, we want a good relationship with Belgium. One of the rewards Belgium gave us was Republic. It happens. This is twice now that this has happened to me, and it's freaking awesome. The only problem is like I have a massive city cap of, well, it'll change by next turn. It's definitely not 3. Well, here, by hovering over it, look, it's going to be 6. It's going to be a city cap of 6 by the time this is done. And remember, we get a +1, so technically it's 5, but we add a plus. No, I'm sorry, we don't get a +1. We're not playing Russia, so it really is 6. So we're going to be able to build 6 cities. It's just our situation is there's nowhere to go. All right, so we got the Predator. That guy didn't do nearly as much damage, and here you can see we got another 10 experience for that. I would swear that these animals just disappear, because it felt like there was so many more. There might be one that he's covering up. Yeah, so these guys sometimes intercept you, and then you end up getting killed. I have them on the auto explore at the moment. So another research done. I more or less won all of these. We're going to go for the dock. This guy finished. My big thing, although it looks like there might be a connection here, but I want to get to that spot. I want to see what's in this fog of war over here. And you can see fog of war from our other guy. Slowly being... There's Mexico. So we got them uncovered.
Message reaches you from a foreign leader who is constructing a brilliant gate to protect one of their...
But we'll do it. That's who we have a trade relationship with, so we definitely want to keep them. And if they're in first place, they have the best shot of having the best goods. And boom. We finished our altar. We can build another settler like we were talking about, but I really don't want to force it. I want 2 very large cities, and I'm perfectly positioned for that. If I can figure out how to get across the water or whatever, that would be a different story. We have one group built. I can build another one before I start going bonkers with other stuff. But I need a butcher shop. I need the dock. I need workshops. This is along the sea, so I don't want to go too crazy here. I don't have any workshops going at all at the moment, so that would be nice. Well, here's what I'm going to do. One's going to be a dock, one's going to be the lighthouse. So that's these 2. So that means this one here can get anything. So we're going to build a butcher shop. And then from there, we're going to build a swordsman. I'm out of minerals, so yeah. And here we go. So we're going to do that. And you can see we're the only one out there. Let's get our first verse. That's nice. That's nice. I mean, all improvements. But once you get a large empire going, this is a huge amount of savings. That's also nice. Um, I've never seen three fantastic ones all at once. This is a long-term thing. It's going to help me more in a long term than now. This will help me more now, less in the long term, because 15 health in the long term is good, but I'll still need to build clinics and stuff. But just getting plus 15 though is awesome. And then this should help me throughout the game. It's just that the chance of getting one is already 0.00 something, and it's just going to make this 0.00 something plus 1. Like, when you're adding a 5% to something that's already near zero, it's 5% of that is still near zero. That's the problem with this math. Um, I don't know, we've gotten one Paragon so far, and we're on turn 74, just to give you a perspective. So if I add a 5% chance of getting one, yeah, I mean, it's going to help, but only 5% is, I mean, that's still. I'm going to choose this one because I think this one's the most directly impactful. If you have a well-run empire, you can pay your maintenance costs without having to worry about this too much. But it really will make, because like some of the maintenance costs is timber for some of these things. It really will make your other resources more available. But yeah, we're going to do 15 health in all cities. And that's amazing because now, boom, we got ourselves city growth, which is why I think that's the most helpful. We got our city growth up on both of them. And see, we just figured out theocracy, right? So this is where we should be at this point in the game, but we're already here. It's fantastic. Alright, so our guy finished. We have a Belgium scout interfering with us. I don't know if he's going after the animals or what he's doing. Okay, here we get to claim another region. So I'm gonna cut him off. We just got ourselves a nice food region. Boom. Oh, hold on a second. I'm getting fish. But I can't make salted fish yet. Well, I guess we're making one of those every 17 turns.
As your emissaries into the settlement,
See.
a blacksmith from the tribe inspects their weapons with interest. With a
We're still hovering around 7th. And he's still. There's already one nation destroyed. Holy crap, one nation was absolutely wiped out already. That must have been some kind of war. See, they're making more stuff. Everything that I'm getting from him I like. But do I need leather? No, I don't. So I'm going to get rid of the leather and grab rope, for example. And then my roads to him are closest, right? So my time between getting things is going to be better. So it only takes 3 turns to get this from Mexico, which is pretty good. But like if I wanted to, actually it looks like I have one merchant available. So I want to grab either this or that. Um, I think for now I'm going to go for this one. I can't. So I still want the rope out of all the ones. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So everything's Belgium. This one's Mexico. So the question is, do I need to get so many of these? My answer is yes. Um, what I could do is ditch one to get one of these other ones. But yes, they are starting to make some really nice stuff. And Eva Perón was the other one. So the exploration's going well. I don't know why this is happening. The Blackpool tribe is going to wipe out my army. I mean, I was going back here to rest and heal. See, this is horrible. Horrible. That's the only good one on the list. Aztec declared war. And just like that, my troops were wiped out. They were injured by the animal. I was coming here to heal. And then these troops arrived from, where are they even located? I don't even know. Oh, right there, the Blackpool tribe. They hate us for some reason. So I finished this, and now I'm going to build an archer and another archer. I'm going to speed up the first one. And off we go again.
Your scholars come to you for guidance. An ancient
5 religion
religious
spread
text was found that they
is really
believe
good.
holds important.
Because I happen to have religion right now. And then I'm just deliberately trying to, because it looks like there's a connection here, and I want to get across that. Oh, we expanded again. Let's grab some fishies. Because remember, we need the fishes. And the basket's going to help. %, craft production. That would give a harvest production. Oh, my dog is bumping my arm. Hold on. Well, which one would I like to give? I'll give the rope. Then we got these guys, right? We don't have any of the tools going. Because I have not focused on workshops at all yet. I need to. Okay, so I think we should get our security up. Because I don't want the negative effect. So you can see we got our second one. And we got 1.9k, so I'm going to speed rush. Get my armies out there again. And this has been something I've been very interested in seeing what's going to happen. So next up is we need a dock. Because that's where our expert really needs to go. And then we also need the lighthouse. I don't think that's an option. Then after that we need a fishing net. And then after that I would have liked a trireme, but we'll wait. Alright, so let's get another battalion going. A wedge. Archer. Archer. Swordsman. Which one is better? London is at 45. They're both at 45. Sorry.
You've met a new culture.
Right, so the Persians are over here. Alright, I'm comfortable with putting on Auto Explorer now. Right, we got our trading going. I don't have any horses, but we'll do weaving first. As long as it's just a scout, I don't have a problem with them exploring. And it looks like they did remove one of those animals up there. We'll go after the bears. We were just getting our experience up too. I'm a little disappointed.
You'll receive a message from the tribe sharing grave concerns.
Alright, we're at least getting this explored, which I would like to know what's going on up here.
New faces from a distant land.
The cafeteria lady. Alright, so we finished our altar, which means that our religion's going to be spreading really nicely. We got Belgium right next to us, which I like. We just went into a farm area, so let's get our first farm going here. And then we got to get a dwelling also going. Sure.
The artisans of a nearby tribe have created impressive woven fabrics and patterns for the changing weather.
+1 fabric is
you send your emissaries to
not
trade
that
for some
fantastic, but we'll take it. It's better than a kick in the butt with a frozen boot. Alright, so here we go. Once again we got injured, and once again they have troops in our city. But look, we had a battle, and we did wipe them out this time. So I'm going to my city because I want to heal. But we'll see how that turns out. Alright, so I could ignore this, the tannery, and wait until we get paper. The shoe, I can only do here. The tannery thing is something I really didn't do in my last game, and I'm not sure how excited I am to do it this game either. The thing is I don't know how much of a rush I'm in to get to the next era. So I'm going to go ahead and do it. We've creeped up to first place. I don't know if you noticed that. Or we're at least in the triumphant tier. So we are moving up. I don't know what exactly we did to get up there. Wilma Mankiller's near the bottom. Joan d'Arc. And look at that, Belgium moved up. So we might be next to them for a while, so that's why I need to just crunch them off. We got the Blackpool tribe here, taken up that spot. So I'm just crunching around, and I'll take as much as I can to keep Belgium. And then you can see they're creeping in this way from the north. And if I have to, I'll take these ones as well. But I'm just going to expand this way as much as possible and then leave this down here open for now. My bigger concern is they're going to sneak in here and make a city. And that's going to be what's going to upset me. Alright, yeah, so I actually get to claim something right now. So I could claim this cotton all the way over here. Or I could go after these two, which aren't as in jeopardy. So we're going to do exactly what my plan is. And take that up there. I don't know what got interrupted with our orders. Oh, it was last turn.
An unfamiliar nation emerges.
So we just met Miss I don't get along with anybody.
You have encountered a new nation.
Why do they always pick that one? That's like the worst look for her. I mean, it's even polyester. Why do I care about fashion? I don't know. Don't ask. Don't ask me such difficult questions. I'm going to build a trireme. And always do that because that's our source of food. Plus, it gets us a lot of money. Alright, so this is the part where I actually think I can completely skip this one. I don't care. Well, actually, this one is nice. Look, +1 city cap. That's why you take that tech. And the +1 city cap is probably one of the nicest things that you can get out of that one. Oh, and then I dropped. This here requires horses, which we currently do not have access to. I don't know if we will. But there's a lot of stuff here you can't build if you don't have horses. I'm sorry, you can't build if you skip it. Like, there's no coming back. The elephant riders is another one. I don't see us having access to elephants either, but I mean, theoretically you could. These are all units that can be outdated later, so you don't have to build any of them. The stables, the only reason for the stable is this carriage, which we did build and use a lot because it gives you 10% production. But without horses, those things are really difficult to make. I'll do this just so we can make that wonder. Yeah, somebody else went into the Iron Age. And I'm going to be right back. Okay, I'm back. One of the things I was just getting ready to say before I hit pause is we had to build 2 full battalions so far. A battalion being 3 military units each. So we've built 6 military units. And it shows because I don't have any workshops built. Like, the industry is lagging. And you do have to, in the early game, really make a choice. If you don't build any military at all, I will tell you that the AI does declare war on you, and it can be problematic. So I'm putting this battalion here to heal, mostly, but also to protect from any invasion that comes that way. And as you know, I built it to clear out all the wild animals as well. My biggest risk right now is I have plenty of room to breathe for 2 cities, but the jerks might come in and settle something in here because I have plenty of room. If I wanted to build a 3rd city right now, I think you would agree with me that with the exception of maybe something in here, maybe something over here, it's not looking good. I mean, I could probably put something in here, but it's just as bad as London. It's all ice and, you know, there's some really nice wood here, but there's no food. Up here, there's really nice food, but I'm in between, I'm sandwiched between one, two, three different civs. I'm assuming this one and this one's the same civ. That's brutal. And I know this is me, and I'm trying to take that little bit of land while I can. I got 3 turns, and then I can take more land here. And I need food. So, I'm producing 1 basket a turn. I think I'm getting that through my trade, my merchants. And so, the good news with getting the baskets is I can put them here. But yeah, I gotta start getting some workshops going, which is what I'm gonna do. As soon as this guy expands, we're gonna grab a 5, like a province with 5 sections in it, and then just start cranking out some workshops and weavers. I can do the same with him, but with this guy, I am. Whoops. I'm trying to build my first dwelling still, and so we can at least get a plow going there. Alright, so everything's cranking. We're okay in the food department because of this. Like, here's another one, right? We can do this to get more food.
The tribe's blacksmith stops on one of
That's
his many
brutal.
trips to trade goods within your capital to inquire about his previous
Where are they
offer.
located? They're fairly far away. They will give me 2 of the lithic tools. I just don't know if that's worth it. It's really hard to replace 50 materials. I'll do it. Because then I can put that there and that there. This being the stone pit is helping me to get the materials back again. Alright, there we go. So right now, vessels, there is only 1 formation for vessels. So I'm going to go ahead and do it. And we'll deploy in London. Wait, oh, I'm sorry. It has to be York down here. The name always throws me off. It's the York province or whatever you want to call it. So yes, we'll deploy down here.
An unfamiliar nation emerges.
I do like their symbol. I don't know how historical some of these symbols are, but some of them are really cool. I like the antiquity sword or whatever you want to call it.
You receive a concerning message from the healer of a nearby tribe. There is a
So
malaise
I have
spreading
plenty of
among your
wealth.
people.
They're not too far away. Sure, I can do it. That's not what I meant to do. I keep clicking on the wrong city, that's why. I'm gonna rush, or see, we're maxed out, so I'm gonna rush it. This is a big decision to skip all this. I'm gonna do it. There's other nations that are already in the Iron Age. Whoever that is got there first. Catherine the Great's already there. This is the beautiful part. We generated a claim, so this is a nice 5. But remember my concern about them settling? If I can take something up along here, that'll prevent them from wanting to settle. The problem is if I go too far up, then I'm encroaching on his ability to go south. That's the reason why there's so much empty space over here. Although the dye would be nice. To have some dye. I know it's only 4 instead of 5, but I will go ahead and do this one. and then we'll speed the fishing net along, so that way next turn when this is available, I can start building something else. And then as far as the expert's concerned, put him on the dock, so we get the 20% production. And then our butcher, there we go. That's what we wanted. We want the salted fish. Unlimited. We got 2.4 fish production. And we have salt. So we're going to get one every 2 turns. Make it so. And we can add tools eventually. And then this guy, I need to think about this. So we took 2 farming regions. We could at least do this. This one we can build whatever. That right there, we're going to build a dock. And then a weaver gives plus 25 craft production to weavers and their upgrades in this region. So you want them next to each other. So we're going to do weaver and weaver like that. Going to build 2 of them. And then we'll build another farm. So they got production out the yin-yang for a while here. Why is... Oh, that's right. They're building this farm. We'll speed rush the first one. That's the nice thing about having lots of money. We're mustering our navy. We got another government, which again, we have Republic already. Alright. This was intentional. We want to get that going with a farm. And then we want... see, 25% build production towards industry improvements. The dye farm is not going to be helpful, but we're going to do workshop, workshop, maybe ceramic shop. That's what we're going to do. And then I want to check on my trade routes. I'm still pulling everything in. He's making sensors. I don't even know how to make a sensor. It says it's unlocked with illuminated manuscripts. That's early Middle Ages. So he must have gotten like a free resource through a goodie grab or something. But as long as he has it, you can trade for it. So it's an interesting one. And you can put it... It's crafted at the Great Hearth. Interesting. And it's just used as an amenity, though, which, that stinks. That's why I never made one, probably. Okay, nothing with him. Mexico. This is really good to grab one of those. So I'm going to stop getting pots and get one of those from him. I would like a meat as well, but I don't have any more merchants. And then Miss Eva Perone. She's making the codex. They're okay. The bread would be nice. I'm grabbing the pots currently. I'm going to start making pots soon. That's why I'm beginning to value it less. But maybe once I start making pots, I'll switch over to the bread. That's what I love about the merchants. I love, love, love them. I can't say it enough. I know some people were, you know, they value other things in this game. And you can certainly win the game without merchants. It's just, for me, they supplement everything that, like, I identify what my voids are, and they supplement it. And I can just get that little bit of extra of something that I need from them, and I rely on it. It's part of my strategy. So But yeah, I think there's other ways to do it, of course. So let's get some expansion. I want to at least see what's near us here. Oh, look at the visibility he has. That is excellent. So I can't go in the ocean, but you can see like I can do something like that. Oh, where's there a battle? Yep, I'm being attacked by that jerk. But see, when I'm full strength, it's a different story, folks. They came in and, hurt me when I was down to just a piddly amount of experience. And what I should do is probably march my army in and destroy them. Um, the thing is I get more experience, I think, doing it this way. Let's watch the battle. Look at this. Yeah, they're getting trounced. It's beautiful. So my son watched the battle where his army was fighting bears, and it was literally like there was some forest, and there was like one big bear and two cubs or whatever, and he had nothing but archers, and it was just like hundreds of arrows, just like you see in the air right here, dozens and dozens of arrows, all going onto this one tiny bear, and the bear's just running away. I mean, it actually made you sad. And then that bear dies. It was one of the cubs, and then there's 100 arrows going on to the next cub. uh, yeah, there's nothing to do. He's still there. Russia had a war. Yeah, see, trade agreement changed to a road connection. Um, all that means is that we have better access to our goods, so the time it takes to get goods is better. And I think it's because Brussels has a road to Hartlepool, and then of course we have a road to Hartlepool, and then Argentina is just the next one up. So if they have a road to Brussels, then we're all connected. We're all connected in this world. And here we go. We just met Genghis Khan.
You've come into contact with a foreign nation.
Now what's interesting is, does this wind around like this, right? So this goes over and then loops back down. I'd be curious. I mean, I'm probably going to go up the shoreline and see, but I got to decide. Do I want to go up that shoreline now? Do I want to explore this just so I can know what my resources are here? Part of me wanted to go this way, but the scout's taking care of that. Or I go this way, right? Well, here. Let's go do this first. Alright, we finished successfully. I could go up and try to wipe out the Blackpool tribe. I would be pillaging them. I think I'm okay. They can keep coming down and attacking me, and I'll just keep getting experience points for it. I'm going to fortify again. Look at that, 43 strength.
You have reached the Iron Age.
Alright, so there's a lot to do. We're going to go for the lighthouse first. I have lots of money, so I'm going to speed rush the docks. I am going to speed rush my workshop, because I need to start making metal tools. I'm really far behind in the workshop industry.
First contact established with an unknown people. An unfamiliar nation emerges. A
3
new
different
power
nations.
arises
That's
in your
crazy.
world.
I can't remember which one I currently have. This is okay. I'm not a fan of pioneers. Like, to me, all this is junk. I saw somebody on YouTube get excited about +1 speed and 3 strength. I'm not even excited about that. +1 sight to all cities, not exciting. The +1 speed is the only thing I see here. That would be nice. That's a stretch, though. The profits are usually pretty good. There you go. There's that 5% Paragon chance. I just don't... Yeah, I'm not excited about this one. Or this one. Like, they all stink. Not a fan of any of them. This is just in my capital. If that was all cities, I would have been a little more excited. I'm going to choose John the Baptist.
John the Baptist, Judean preacher
Here we
who
go.
prophesied
Foreign advisor
the
is what
imminent
we have.
arrival of the Messiah.
So I can do this, this, or that. I'm actually going to just have him start making some masterpieces. And we'll have him do... some music ones. I have 40 turns to defend Luton. So it's this guy here. He's coming after Luton, which is there. Bring it on, pal. Another nation.
First contact established with an unknown people.
Let's check out our standings here. 2 nations have been destroyed so far. This still only goes to 25, so I guess if a nation gets destroyed, it's not like the forgettable one takes more out. Joan of Arc, Venezuela, Crow, and Cherokee, and Mongols are all on this list. The Mongols are an important one. Here's why. I have the Navy tech, right? I build a settler. The Mongols go away. I can settle over this way. That's almost the equivalent of these guys going away over here. But I saw Joan of Arc, which is over here. We saw the Mongols. She's somewhere. I don't know where. I don't know where he is or him. He's close. So close. You just look ugly. You deserve to go. He's near us. He's near us. They're both likely going to survive. We're hovering around in this tier. And yeah, there's people that are getting more points than us. I personally think it's because of the industry. We're not producing industry. So I have my first industry going right now. I mean, I'm rich enough that I could just flat out pay money. The plus 375 is really nice. That is expensive. But for 5 wealth, 1 every 4 turns, and if I'm willing to spend 15 more, I can make it 1.1 a turn. That's a hefty price. I can always come back and fix that, but 1.1 a turn right now, I'm taking it. Because I need them.
Messenger arrives on behalf of Benito Juarez. It is time to put our people first in our courts and
I don't want that,
as we
but...
Tribe is elated to have met with your scouts, and they send immediate word in
Sure.
Speaker for the tribe meets with your emissary to inform
Alright, are they near me? No. They're not really near me. That's a big price. I'll just take the -1. Alright, so we got nice resources here. This one in particular being super nice. We could go up the shore. I don't see any advantage to coming back to here. This is ocean, so I can't reveal that. I mean, if I go up the side, it'll reveal it, but it's just going to show ocean. Sure. We're going to go this way. They do have good visibility. And our bonus, we get 1 extra speed. So the ships move pretty nice. And the 1 extra sight. That's the reason for the good visibility. So yeah, we're playing to our strengths here. Alright, let's keep it going. I don't know what the Abbasid has in mind for us, but somebody's coming down. Look at that. That just appeared. Saffron flowers. Got some sheep. Some really nice stuff up here. And see, they're encroaching down. So if I steal this from them, how close are we? 12 turns away. I only have one of those. I'm going to speed up the Weaver. He's a dream weaver. Okay. We got the ceramic shop coming. We built another workshop. We now have metal tools. We have lots of baskets because of our merchant trade. So I don't even need to build baskets right now. I don't need to build these because these are crap. This is an upgraded version of those. I do need some furniture, but I don't think I have good... I also need some plows. But since one of my cities isn't even building farms, I don't need as many as you would think. And I do need ropes. But I'm going to go ahead and click on... I need wheels too. I need everything, folks. I know they're used for carriages, but the wheels can be used as supply. Let's see. The furniture, I think I need fabric, which I don't have. And it's pretty pricey. I know I'm making a lot of money, but I'm spending a lot of money. 6. Yeah, we'll do it. I need furniture. And here's our first weaver. So, normally I would spend 1 on baskets, but we don't need to. I definitely need rope. This I eventually need because I want to make clothes. But I could make fabric, which would feed into... So I'm going to add a wheel. So let's just straight up get fabric. See, I don't really have any fur. That's my problem. I have no source of fur. I do have cotton. There we go. Now I'm making 1 a turn. That's perfect. Make 1 a turn. And so then I'm going to come back to my workshop. I'm making 1 a turn now of this. So we go 1 every 3 turns. And then I think I'm going to get rid of that. So now it's 1 every 4 turns. But that gives me my $10 a turn back. And then this one, now that I have metal tools, I can boost myself. It didn't seem to make that much of a difference. So, furniture for here. That'll give me +1 city production. The basket also gives us +1 city production. And then down here, I can change that to metal tools, which will be slightly better. And then we can start getting more production out of those. And then same with the butcher shop. And here we're going to get a little bit extra die out of it.
A solemn figure draped in ceremonial vestments enters the tribal hall. There.
I don't have a spearman to give him. He's really far away. Alright, so we're doing a great job. You can see, they're not too crammed in, but they got multiple cities here. Let's just keep going around. 10 turns. 2 turns. We just met 2 more nations.
You've met a new culture. You've made first contact with a mysterious people.
Let's see where these people are at. So in the top 5, 2 of the people we're trading with are in the top 5. Russia, we at least know who they are. Belgium is dropping again, which is good. These guys are bottom feeders. 2 nations lost. Where's the guy Abbasid? Oh gosh, he's number 4? Interesting. Maybe I should start building more army. They're under attack. They're not looking good. As far as London goes, these are the only other fish resources, which I think this is too far away. Like, I don't think I'm going to be able to stretch down to there very easily. But I can gobble up everything else just fine. No food. Alright, another claim. We got some clams down here. I would like to continue cranking out some industry. The clams are good. How's our look? Yeah, we're -9 on food. Crap. So we gotta take the clams. It's the only way we're gonna get more food. Then we can put, like, we can put them on there, but like, I would love to boost my industry, but I can't. It feels like I have to. That's part of the issue. We're not producing enough fish. Now we're at least getting 1 a turn. How are we consuming? I still don't know how we're consuming 0.7. London is 0.3 and Luton is 0.3. I thought this was... Oh, it only lasts 3 turns. Oh, it's not all 10 turns. That blows. Well, I can't help the food situation yet, so I'm going to help that along. So yeah, I got this, which I can build a lighthouse. I don't think I... Yep, I'm still researching lighthouse. The flower field. I do remember needing it, but I don't remember why. Yeah, there's a lot to build, folks. Lot to build. But for now, food is going to constantly be an issue for this particular town. I'm going to get a dwelling going. Speed it along. We're at 69, but we're going to start producing it ourselves. One every 3 turns. And that's going to allow us to revisit our relationships. So here you can see I'm only doing one thing with him. It's the trade goods. I really need these. He's got great items. The wine would be nice too. Let's see what our other ones are. Argentina. I don't need this anymore, but I would like that. So, sure. I'll do that with Argentina. It's Belgium that we're doing all the trading with. Don't need that anymore. The baskets are still coming in nicely. I'm getting 1 a turn from him. That's as good as having a weaver do it. So I'm going to leave that as is. You have to like click to see how long it is. So that's 1 every 5 turns, 1 every 3 turns. That's not horrible, but I'm leaving everything else alone. So that means I'm going to have 1 free merchant to go back to Mexico, and I can take another one of those, which ultimately I think I want to do. But let's get some wine accumulated. Since I can't make any wine, let's stockpile some.
A harried messenger enters your court with a plea from a foreign...
Cheap price. Here we go. Their visibility is fantastic. So you can see the Byzantines are busy being destroyed. We're just going to move right along the coast here. Our explorer is doing a good job over here. Somebody settled here. Our other explorer was way up here. I think he's getting boxed in. These are the big mountains. But remember last time we did this, it was all coastal territory with mountains blocking. I think we more or less still have it. With the more shallow oceans, though, we're getting some goofy, like little islands, but that is giving us room to breathe. And there it is. That's the Abbasid. Ooh. Well, they're getting annihilated. Alright, so London. Oh, look at that. Positive fish. But we're going to get our fishing nets up. So, I think it's because this triggered. So we'll get the fishing nets up so this will stay positive. And we got those going. And then as soon as lighthouse goes, we'll put a lighthouse here. And then we'll build... Let's finish out our dwellings. Now the reason why you want to do this, even though you got plenty of room, this is a little trick I learned from a YouTuber. And I've explained it before on a different video, but you put a basket on here and it increases your production by +1. And it actually jumped by +2 because of all the other bonuses that are going on. So it improves your overall production of your city. And if we have those 2 other dwellings built and I put a basket on those, that's adding another minimum of 2 production plus bonuses on top of that. And then we're building furniture, which is going to add another +1 production. So furniture, basket, that's 2 productions per dwelling. And so we're going to have one, two, three, four dwellings here. And so that's going to be 8 plus 8 production to our city. That's the thing is you want to spam your dwellings and then build those furniture and baskets and then get your plus production, and you want to do that in every city that you can. And that's why I always say I only need to make 20 or 30 furniture, and then once I get enough furniture built, then I move on to another thing.
After encountering your people, a local tribe is curious
It's just 2
regarding
dies.
how and why
I'll
they
give it
store
to 'em.
critical
Where are they at? They're pretty far away.
A well-known general has abandoned his post in the middle of a critical battle, causing a stir. Your advisors convey that there is no greater dishonor, though they include in their
That'll
report
get, yes,
that
production.
the general had rushed home upon hearing his wife was on her deathbed. The general, overcome with grief now that his wife has died, openly submits to your justice. How might the situation proceed with honor?
It's 20 turns. And if I do -1 force strength, that means my troops are going to be less powerful. I think I'm going to have to do this one. That makes my troops stronger. The lower happiness, it's not too bad. I'm still getting the 25% production boost. Alright, so we got another weaver. And like I said, don't need to do that. We have one doing this, and then the other one really needs to work on ropes for at least a little while. I'm not producing quite enough cotton to have 2 of them, but I could do that. And yeah, we need to make a wheel. Eventually, I want to switch off of ropes and move to the tunics. And then, of course, the other one that's building this is barely making more than they're using, which is fine. Because the moment that we stop making furniture, this will start growing again. Alright, so let's hope we get something better here. We finally got this one. This is a good one. We don't have the one that gives us +5 research a turn, and it's showing.
Archimedes,
So
Greek
here we go.
mathematician and inventor.
10% build every city. We have a total victory. Look at that. We took out the tribal warriors too. They tried to join in on the action. That's excellent. Because our troops, yeah, they made it to level 2. And I don't know what bonus we got for it being level 2, but I should have checked like what their strength was before. But as you can see, it's up to level 2 now. And then as far as like, what are they going to do? We want them to fortify. And they're more than welcome to attack me again.
You have entered a golden age.
City growth coming up in 2 turns. We got a farm coming. We got our 2 doohickeys there. It would be really nice to have more than 2 cities. That's part of the thing that's holding us up, is we can't get that 3rd city out there. I could try to squeeze one in up here. Actually, that's a really nice area. Ooh. Can I get somebody up there? It's a lot of money, but we're gonna rush job them. Let's try. Gotta get a 3rd city going, folks. I can't go through that territory, so I'm not able to go around because that's ocean. So that's all the further I can go. So then what I'm going to do is just click over here And he's going to start. That's ocean, so he'll have to go up and around. But yeah. Alright, what's next? The loom is nice. I don't need a lot of them. I just need a few. But they're used as input at weavers and stuff like that. The inn is nice for the food. Remember, we always have food as a concern. This is nice because the catapults are going to be necessary if I want to take cities. Let's do the siege warfare first. Just in case these guys start giving me a hard time. I don't know if he's going to survive it, but we're going to go... You can see there's 2 4 spots here. So we're going to go... And then we're going to click on him to settle right there. So off he goes.
Scientists from abroad approach your academics asking for their help with
It
your
unlocks the
taxonomy.
fishing net. I already
The
have
nation's
fishing net.
biggest lake is home to
Thanks,
so many
lady.
unique species of fish.
Alright.
An invitation arrives at the capital. It seems the son of the tribe's
Food.
chieftain is
Always
getting
easy to get
married,
rid of food.
and
We got plenty. We're never going to have a deficit unless you can't produce enough to keep growing. Alright, we'll see if our settler gets there. I guess I could check on him every turn. We got to get past this guy who hates us and this guy who hates us, but I think he should, because you can see his little path. But he is going right by him. He has to go all the way around because we can't go through this territory. I mean, maybe we can ask him. We'll see. He declined. Alright, so here we get to claim a region. Same deal. We're getting aggressive. I cannot claim this one. Right? I went to here and here. So he'll be able to grab that one, but I'll steal this one from him. No problem. And we got ourselves some nice saffron flowers. That's a really good one to get. And we need to get our expert on the docks. So now we have 20% production. And then I also need to... Yeah, we need wheels. We need so much stuff, folks. Here we need baskets. And there's our first furniture. So you can see it went from 16 to 17. All good. Then we're going to go to the other town. I'm at 27. Now it went to 28, just like that. And I don't have another one. Let's get some metal tools going. That's going to help our logging industry. This I'm going to get rid of because we need to boost our food. So you can see we got, and then we have irrigation. I don't know when I researched it, but now I can upgrade everything. And that also takes metal tools. So that's the reason why the metal tools, we're spending a lot of money for as many of them as we can get. That fishing net was still not enough. Oh yeah, here's why. We keep running out of fish. But as soon as we make one, we get 10 city food from it. So it keeps ebbing back and forth. Yeah, it's just how it's going to be for a while. I can spend some baskets instead of making one a turn. You know what? I'm going to do it. And we're going to go to the other city and have him do it too. See, the basket, it just uses 0.1. So that gives +1 production to the city. And we're still getting 0.8 a turn. So, you know, it's going to take 2 turns to get 1 full basket in our inventory. But I think we're at 65 baskets right now, and to be quite honest, I don't know if we ever need more than 65. So yeah, we'll have our cities consume it. All right, his order was interrupted. We're being attacked by the Abbasid. That's unfortunate, but he's as good as done. So we knew. Can they embark? I never even checked to see if they can embark. We'll build another settler. All right, Luton. We got this new region that we just took. It's another 4 food. We have 3 4 food regions, which, arguably speaking, you need all of them to with full-blown farms in order to make enough food. We're gonna go ahead and get a farm going because we got to get some spices rolling in. But we need a. Ooh, they're not letting me click on anything. Oh, that's because he's clogging me up. There's an enemy in the territory, so I can't do anything with him. And as much as I like to boost production and industry related items, because of my food shortage with this town, I'm going to have to constantly boost my fishing nets. Because that's the only way I'm reliably getting food in this. What a challenging way to play. And I don't know why my orders were interrupted. Oh, look at this. I can't go south. Like, this is literally the bottom of the map. So the land just goes to the bottom of the map and nowhere else. Upgrading all of our farms. Yeah, there's nothing really to do with this trireme. Under attack again. He's getting pummeled again. We're going to get another workshop going. I don't have any grain. That's one thing I'm missing. There's nothing that gives me grain. Like, is there any barley or anything anywhere that I'm just not paying attention to? There's no rice. That hurts. Now, this area that I was trying to get to, it has tobacco, which is really good. Foxes, cows, pigs. Like, this is a nice area if I can ever figure out how to get there. And then we finished our lighthouse, so I don't know if it's this turn or the next. We shouldn't have two extras. We should only have one. So we're missing something from somebody. We're already getting rope. I'm happy with one rope every 3 turns. I'm gonna grab a meat. And let's go to Belgium. It's this. I'm no longer getting this from whoever was making it. I'm getting the rope. The baskets are good so far. I don't need these yet, but I will in the future. That's why I'm hoarding as many as I can. I'm noticing I don't have any iron near me. Or copper? I think I have copper. Yeah, I need those. I thought I had copper from the start of the game. Yes, I do. Alright. There we go, we won another battle. We now have the bowman. This is good for food. This is good for industry. They're both equal. We'll go ahead and do that one. Alright, can I go on the water? No, I cannot. That's my issue. I don't have the ability to go in coastal water, so... And look at that. Ugh, somebody beat me to it. That's exactly what I wanted to do. In that exact spot. I mean, it looks like there's a spot here. Like, I can grab a spot right there. Next to Brussels. Because they lost the city. That's what's happening. And yeah. Let's try it, but it's definitely going to be tricky.
An unfamiliar nation.
We got to get a third city up. And in fact, this city here, wherever I was trying to go, this one is actually more ideal because from a road perspective, it's my empires together. This is a bit far away.
An emissary arrives from a foreign ruler. As foretold in our holy book,
is the only reason I do it.
Almost upon us.
I actually don't have to give up anything. Yeah. All right. Let's click. Oh, here we go. So they literally only have 59 people. I have 31,000 people. They have 59. They must have just discovered them, these guys. Well, actually here it shows 12 cities, 182,000 people. Oh, this is within my civilization. Okay. This is worldwide. So they're actually leading. We're buried in the dust here. I think it makes sense because look at him. He's centralized, so he's spreading in a radius around him. The radius around me, I mean, south of me is nothing. I do have a little bit to the west, a little bit to the east. It's a lot harder for me to spread my religion. That makes sense. I do think that I have a very strong setup. Okay. Alright, settlers are on their way. It's going to take 6 turns to get there.
You've come into contact with a foreign nation.
Alright, we survived again. I think I'm going to do as before. We're going to just fortify. I noticed that they were still level 2. Aztecs are at war with lots of people. Just making sure I... See, look, I lost something again. What did I lose? I lost that dang grain. Every time I ask to import grain, it goes away. You know what's happening? They're producing grain, but their cities are consuming it. And so the moment that their city consumes it and there's 0 left, that's the reason why I'm losing the opportunity. This is something I don't want to make myself, but I need some of. Because you can see it's used in various places. It does provide happiness. I don't... This is another one of those where you don't want to make them, but it doesn't hurt to have some. This, of course, as you know, I'm having depleted resources. Yeah, this is actually going to help my cities. Let's go ahead and do that. That's actually just a necessity item. There we go. Yeah, so what do I do with this ship? I can't go this way, I can't go that way. I guess we're, there's our settler. We just... Oh, we're at war again. This time, though, I'm not letting him win. Because it's just a bunch of freaking missionaries.
Men on horseback carrying large spears.
Okay, this guy, I really do need a lot more of these metal tools. But I'm going to stop spending the 15 wealth. I'm still making 1 a turn. I'm very happy with that. So the production's up high enough, and I can add a rope to it. It helped it a little. I do need to make some wheels with a new one. And here you can see I'm back at -4. It's because of this. And if I look at, like, what else can I do to boost my... I'm going to do this for now. That's going to burn out after 4 turns. But I at least got it going for now. Whatever I can to just keep the food up. I'm struggling mightily. And yeah, I got to build an inn, which will give me gourmet food. Another thing I can do is I could stop spending fish here. Because I have plenty of food. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. So I'm still growing. I just, you know, saving the fish for the capital. And that actually should bail London out. Because by getting rid... See, like, I'm getting 0.6 and I'm only consuming 0.3 now. I can build farms with this city. Alright. There we go. We wiped out their missionaries so the settlers can keep going. And we need them to keep going. With these two at war, I'm going to have a great opportunity to sneak in and steal some stuff. The 4 food right here is my first grab. And then we're going to grab some grain, which we desperately need. Some metals, which we desperately need. There's the horses that we skipped, but that's okay. I don't know if there's a way I'm going to be able to harvest horses ever again, but we'll see.
The men of this tribe have hair so blonde it's almost white.
Got some more exploring going on. What an interesting map. This is supposed to be an archipelago map. You can still see the mountains like we had last time, and then this is the shoreline. It's very East Indies, like what is it, Borneo, like some of those islands, where it's just very mountainous and jungle-ish. In the middle, yeah, some people live there, but it's really hard. But along the shore, you have nice terrain. All right, so our troops are sitting here. These guys are a little annoying. I'm still at war with this jerk for 13 turns. But I'm going to head up to take out those guys because they're going to go after my settler. Where is my settler? No, 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 no. Settler, you need to stick with your plan. There we go. So, right, we get another claim. And again, I'm going to keep grabbing up. I can't grab that one, which is fine. Like, I wanted to grab as far as I could. And this is an excellent one. Give me some cows or goats. And then I'm going to add an expert somewhere. I could do this to give myself some fish. I am making rope with this weaver. I eventually want to stop making rope, I think. I must have upgraded all my farms already. No, I haven't. A whole bunch. Oh, that gives me 5 prosperity. Yeah, I'll take that. So as rope, I'm at 17. Yeah, I guess I'm looking at what I could make with them. This is the thing I could switch to. Maybe I want to wait until I'm at least around 45 like I am with the baskets. And I want to make sure, yeah, I'm getting everything that I said I was going to get. Eventually, I don't need to grab fish. And in fact, I probably don't need to grab fish even now. But we'll go ahead and grab it some for a while. Let's get a surplus.
You've made first contact with a mysterious people.
Alright, they're well on their way. We're on our way. Okay, so we wiped them out, and now I'm going to pillage the tribe.
You've become aware of a new
Just
nation.
met Tamara. I can fortify. Do they have a sentry? I don't think they do. Right here, indirect fire. I can shoot. Ooh. Nope, no, nope. I can get right next to them and do indirect fire into their territory. I just don't know. I'm gonna just fortify for now. Yep, they're wiped out. This right here.
The rival nation's leader speaks of the stars signaling an ill omen, claiming that darkness awaits both of your people.
Yeah, that just means you're losing the war, bub. And you can always click. You can see they have a 50% war weariness. And you can see they have 6 forces. So they have more forces than me, but unless they're going to attack me with everything they got. And we could propose a peace treaty now. I don't know what that means. They're actually going to get 115 prestige? Oh, I think it cost him 10 points to declare the war. He'll get 115 if he succeeds. That's an interesting thing. I see. I don't play war so much in this game. I don't even know how the mechanics work. There's a uh, one of the races actually has a reduced cost of declaring war, and now I understand. Like you have to spend points to declare war, and I think he's not doing well. That would be my assessment. Uh oh. Argentina is sending settlers. That's not good, because if he settles here, what am I building these days? I'm upgrading farms. That's what I'm doing. This is something I should have done a long time ago. That just bumped our production by a mountain. See, wine right here. Let's just add it. And then if you hover over it, it is as supply, it's giving us 10 happiness and -1 city knowledge. But those are our choices. Like we could later replace it with coffee, but right now we got wine. What was a? That's right. Can we build something? Not really. I am fully built out. That's because last time I grew, I took this. So I need to grow again. And these farms I'm improving are not the growth kind of thing. This is going to run out. Alright, here's the drama. Right here. Are we going to beat Argentina to the punch? If they settle down here, I'm going to be a little upset. Trade item unavailable. We lost something. I never remember what it is. See, we need this, but we need grain. That's the thing. We don't have grain, so it's hard to make this, and it's hard to make that. Grain gives us both of these. This bails London out of its problem, because this alone gives 30 city food to London. And then this is not as good, but it gives 10. I can try to grab this again, but it's going to be 1 every 8 turns, and the problem is it disappears. I can try to grab these, because like I said, it's nice to have like 20 or 30 of those on hand, but you don't need... They're... What they do is they give you happiness. You can just add them on to certain things. Just like we did with the wine. That seems to be consistent. I could go for that, I guess. Obviously, I need those. Or I trade with someone else. I don't have to trade with Mexico. So let's see what Miss Ava has for us. Right there. That's the thing I keep talking about I need. I need those. Ah, that's what I lost. I lost the trading goods. he must be consuming them with his city. Because you could get prosperity. That's what's going on. When you lose trading goods, it's because their cities are consuming them. Well, I don't know if this is top priority, but it would be nice to accumulate these. Let's see what Belgium has before I decide. I can get more fish. I would really like to get that. It's gonna take 8 turns. Let's try it. They're gonna tell me that that it went belly up before I ever get a chance. So I can crank out a troop while I'm waiting for it to grow. Or I think I'm gonna instead just go straight for the dwelling. And then, of course, we're gonna do Fancy Feast. And what's it gonna produce? We've been producing feasts. We have enough. I can produce something else. I just never get very excited about these other ones. Some of these can be inputs to something else. Which one? Right here. Used to construct the Sagrada Familia and the Monastery of Batala. This one's not used for anything. So why don't we do this? You usually need about 10 of them. And see, you need them for newspaper too. So let's see if we can get some codex going here. I only have 8 leather. But yeah, we can spend 3 timber. And there we go. We're not getting 1 dye. Ugh. Sure. So start producing some codex. And yes, we're at war again. We won again. We made some more furniture. We need to get dwellings going with this guy. So many things to produce. I'll speed rush that. So we're at 3 farm. I'm sorry, farm 3. It's 1 turn away. We're completely full up. I have all the furniture and baskets assigned. I can change these to metal tools, which I will. The workshops can use rope. I need wheels. I need 1 more workshop. This one, if I can stop making furniture, I can switch to wheels. I got 3 furniture. I'm close. I could switch to wheels now. I'm going to build 2 more dwellings. No, I'm going to make some more still. I'm at 26 food, so London's doing great. If I keep the happiness up, the production will be higher. Also, I think both of these are triggered, which is helping. So London's idle. We've built everything we can. So this means I should probably start building some stuff. Uh, I whatever I build, I can't upgrade later. That's the problem. It's like I would say, hey, let's build a longship and put them in the reserve, and then later on when destroyers are ready, I can deploy them. Just upgrade them and deploy them. I can't. So the bowman is going to last a while, so that's probably not a horrible one to go for. And then they have a good bonus for hunting. I just don't, because I do have room for another army. I could just make another settler unit and camp them. That's hard. I definitely can't do that. I am full up, folks. Well, then your last option is this gathering wealth. I need to do it for 5 turns. I mean, you could argue that I'm better served making a unit. You know what? I'm going to make bowmen instead. Alright, so here we are. Where are we? We finally made it into the top 5. But we still are losing to Mr. Mexico and Mr. Abbasid. But our other ally is up there with us. Then we get down and down. They were under fire, but they somehow are doing okay. And then he is just on the cusp. Just need him to drop by one more and he's gone. All of these, like he's the one that took the new city that we were planning to make. I don't see the Mongols down here anymore. Where did the Mongols go? Oh, right there. He, he's clean shaven in certain spots. I don't notice him. So they're definitely on the out list. So some of these, like that's the Persians. They're gonna survive. These guys are not. So the fact that they're not gonna survive, that's helping the Persians more than anybody. The Cherokee are gonna not survive, so they're gonna go away. Ethiopia, I can't remember. Mexico is certainly surviving. The Abbasid, certainly surviving. This is the part that's crazy. They're going to survive with 2 cities. We want them to not survive so we can take their stuff. The Aztecs. Actually, don't remember. Where were the Aztecs in all this? They're surviving. Barely, but they're there. Argentina is definitely surviving. We got a lot of this nonsense. Oh, Belgium's way up there. See, they're getting desperate for where to settle. Look, they went way up there. Um, the Incas. Oh, the Aztec. Look, they went way up there. Inca. See, there's Venezuela. They're way up here, and then they went there, and now they're down there. And of course, we know the Mongols are here, and they're holding strong, even though they were on fire for a while. It's interesting, definitely interesting. We're not in a situation where all of our neighbors are going to clear out. But again, as long as I can cross the water, I can maybe get in here. How badly do I want to get in here? I mean, it's not like the food is all that good. The pigs are okay. There's some iron, which I don't have. They got dye, foxes, tea. Alright, let's keep going. Alright, so we won. Do we get anything? I don't think so.
Sighted young man approaches your advisors. He bows deeply before formally asking to be taken on in their care as an...
I had enough wealth. It was doesn't matter how far away they were. For whatever reason, they disliked me. So from an east-west perspective, this is as far east as it goes. I don't know if the map wraps around. It doesn't look like it does. So we're in the far south and almost as far east as it goes. So this isn't even worth trying to explore with our ships. Alright, I'm going to wrap up the video here. Thanks for watching. Stay awesome.